Hello from Animal Kingdom. We are going to Moonlight Magic. We are back. We're going to the Moonlight Magic, and it's the first one at Animal Kingdom. We actually have some friends with us this time. Right
we
there.
Have friends? Wave,
we
say hi.
We actually have friends. Like, we have friends like that actually. This is the first time we've come to Disney with friends in like 10 years. Last time we came with friends, they filed for divorce 2 weeks after. So we haven't come with any friends, but they're not married, so no divorce. But anyway, so we're going to Moonlight Magic, and should be fun. So we're getting here at 8:20, which is a little later. I had to work today, so we're getting here a little later than we had planned. But the party officially, park closed at 8, and the party officially starts at 9. It runs 9 to 12 tonight. Getting the wristbands. So here is the coupon. So there's the snack certificates. So it's the same as they were for the Hollywood Studios. However, you also get 2 coupons for the Fossil Fun games, which I think is awesome. So that's really good. So the whole reason why we're here is because of Everest. So first ride of the night is going to be Everest, just in case it goes down. So we gotta get it over with. This park is so pretty at night. You know, you never come here during, it's always during the day, so it's really pretty. So this is the line already for snacks. It's already super long, and then it looks like they're setting up for some really fun character meets. But they didn't give us any maps or anything. So Ryder, you're finally getting to ride Everest. Okay. Well, yeah, we just didn't get to ride it last week, so we're back. Hi, Ryder.
Ryder, say hi.
Hi. Woohoo! It's so pretty at night. Woohoo!
Ryder, arms up. Arms up.
At least 2, probably since 2020.
This is like our second Moonlight Magic in the same park together. We didn't connect this time either.
So we finally
meet up.
And we're getting our first Mickey bar. We got our Mickey bars. And this snack machine, your stacked redemption spot, is pretty empty. So that's the first time I've seen it empty. It's right outside Dinosaur. You see some people with maps, but very few people don't. And the games haven't opened up. It's not 9 o'clock yet. So it is 8:50. The party officially starts at 9, so the games haven't opened up yet. Ryder, how was that Mickey bar?
Good.
Yeah? You're wearing most of it.
Yeah.
Yeah?
The roller coaster's inside off.
And so now we're at Dinosaur. So this right over here is where Clarice is. I think she's taking a break, but there's quite a bit of a long line. And we never got a sign. We gotta get to some pictures. Some of the fun roller characters. And we got Chippendale.
Hey, please. Ryder, come here. Ryder. Here. Why does that dinosaur right there have a belly button? Like for real, right there, look at it. It's right there. Chippendale, here you go, guys. Welcome to the party, it's the time of the year. All the friends invited, so we starting to cheer. Fellas is ready.
All my ladies are ready.
I'm looking back before the party.
And I'm walking it pretty.
DJ's ready, get your hands on.
Thank you.
You can trust me.
It was amazing. It was amazing.
I had a great time too. I love this camera. This is so cool. Wow, so cool.
There's a
Wait, does it go? Oh, Ryder's gotta get in there. There you go. Thumbnail.
So we came over to play some games, but the lines are pretty crazy. It is currently 9:43. So we are gonna take our chances and come back and see if the lines was shorter a little bit.
I want to go. I don't want to win.
So we got another character here. Oh, it's Doug and that's Carl and Doug. So we have this over by the dance discovery cruise. Line's pretty long though. So we the lines for the snacks are not nearly what they were at Hollywood Studios. So this is just for drinks. We're getting some drinks right now. It doesn't look like they have any snacks here. So I'm recording on my phone because my phone picks up the light a little better. But it's so pretty at night. And there's the floor.
Like your leaf, remember your leaf thing you made?
Really cool.
Over a generation ago, this enormous company called the RDA created a lot of damage.
Ryder, you ready? Hi guys.
Right, you gonna fly?
Yeah?
You gonna fly Banshee? You gonna feel it breathe?
You think it's gonna fight?
Is it gonna bite you?
So we did Flight of Passage and we did Navi River and now we're leaving. We still haven't been able to find a map, so we don't know where the snack shops are. Like we don't know, and it's kind of hard to find. There's some things that are long, so we got some drinks and stuff, but we haven't got any snacks. And then there are a few lines and they're really long. So I don't know, we got some ice cream. We'll try, and if not, we'll stock up on drinks on the way out. So one thing they don't have is they don't have a lot of picture stops. The only time we've seen PhotoPass photographers are when they are with characters. We haven't seen any PhotoPass photographers anywhere else. So, you know, that's, I wish there was like one, just one.
What's going on over here?
So if you want to get a picture with the 3 caballeros, the line is really long, so just plan to wait. So again, here's another snack place, but the line's super long. The line for Doug and Carl isn't as bad, but that's probably at least a half an hour. So we're headed back to Everest, because Ryder wants to ride Everest again. And there's a bar there. I need a drink.
Yeah!
Yeah.
So they had some characters over there, didn't see. We're gonna go ride Everest one more time. Hey, Ryder! They were setting up earlier is Goofy, but not a long line, but also no PhotoPass photographers. So they're starting to shut down a lot of the snack places at 11:30. So it is 11:30 now, and now they're starting to shut down a lot of the snack places. So all we've been able to do is get drinks, and that's it. So it's 11:37, and the line is really long. So waiting didn't really pay off. We're trying to do what we can, but they don't have all the games open, and they didn't open them till 9, which I think was a mistake. So Ryder and I are in line for Whack-A-Mole, and Ray is in line for the basketball. we have been unlucky, and they cut off the lines at 11:45, so be aware. But the prizes are not the typical prizes, they are lesser. Oh.
I know, I still don't win.
So it's 11:59. They shut off the lines at 11:45. So unfortunately, we waited and that did not pay off. So I would not wait to play the games because they do shut the lines off early. So it is 12:22. We have just left Animal Kingdom, and first off, we had a great time. So we were here about 4 hours. We got here around 8:20, and it's 12:22. So we had a great time. Couple things. One, when we were leaving Hollywood Studios, they had a bunch of cards where you could get all the drinks and use your coupons and get your drinks. So we kind of assumed that they were going to do the same thing today. It didn't happen. So if you're coming to any of the other Animal Kingdom Moonlight Magics, don't plan on them giving out, being able to use your snack coupons outside of the park or at the end. Lines for snacks were crazy. They're really long. Also, we never got a map. You couldn't find a map. We would ask for a map. No one had a map. We didn't get one in the beginning, and I'd ask other people. They didn't have a map. No one knew where anything was. So we finally got one toward the end of the night, but it was like 11:30 at that point. Ray was in line for a pretzel, and they ran out of pretzels, and that was like at 11:30. So it was a little, as far as like the snack coupons, it was hard to believe it was even worse than it was with Hollywood Studios. The lines were really long. Now we did get a lot of drinks. We got drinks and the Mickey bars. I never found popcorn. Our friends did get popcorn buckets. We didn't need any more, so we didn't get them, but they did finally find popcorn buckets, but it was kind of hard to find them. And I didn't see popcorn until the end. So it was kind of, you didn't know where anything was, mainly because we didn't have a map. We saw the characters, the character meets. Goofy had like no line, but he also didn't have a photographer. The other lines were really super long, which they were rare characters, which makes sense. The other thing was the coupons for the games. The coupons for the games, we waited till the end, hoping that the lines would die down. They never did. So that was, you know, error, don't make that error. And then they started cutting off the lines at 11:45. We're trying to figure out where we're going. They started cutting off the lines at 11:45. And like I went and played the whack-a-mole game, and I was done like I was the last one in line, but it was like 11:50 and they had cut off the line. So they were cutting off the line at 11:45 and weren't letting other people play. So we had a lot of extra coupons that we didn't get to use because you're only allowed to use one each turn. So I thought that was kind of not really run well. If they're gonna do it, they need to run it better. They didn't have enough games open, and also they didn't open it up. There was a lot of people waiting at like 8:30 and they didn't open it up until 9, but then they cut it off at 11:45. So we had a great time. We got to ride Everest 3 times. Ryder and I rode it 3 times. We rode Flight of Passage, we rode Dinosaur. So we had a great time, but there were things that could be better. What do you think, honey?
Yes, I agree. And as far as like the games and the lines for the games, they even like didn't have enough staff for the lines. Like, for example, in the basketball shoot, there was like 6 basketball shoots, but they only had 3 people, so they only had like 3 of the basketball shoots open instead of having all 6 open, so that the lines would go faster.
Yeah, so I mean, I thought it was great that they had the coupons for the games. They're not the regular prizes. They had brought in special prizes for those games, but they didn't have enough staff. Like if you're gonna have like 2 games for every person, because there was a lot of people throwing them away that weren't even trying because the lines were just too long. So they didn't have that. They didn't have enough games open. So I thought it was great in theory, but bad in execution. It was just really poorly executed. So again, we had a great time. It's a free night, you know. We got to ride Everest, which we didn't get to ride, you know, a week and a half ago, so that was great. But yeah, this was the first one. Usually they kind of tweak it, but if you are coming to an additional Moonlight Magic, just know don't wait on the games because they will cut them off early, and get a map as early as you can because you're never going to find one elsewhere. And we asked for it at the beginning and they didn't have them out yet, and it was 8:20 and they were letting people in at 7. So the fact that at 8:20 either they had run out of maps at that point, but I ran into other people and nobody had a map. So it was just very, very odd. It was the opposite of what we experienced at Hollywood Studios. Hollywood Studios seemed like it was run really well, except that it was just a lot of long lines. Today just seemed like no one really knew what was going on. So I don't know, it is what it is. We still had a great time, really glad we got to go. And you guys have fun?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they had a good time. So those are the best critics.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
and someone in the basketball line gave Bree a little dinosaur, and Bree gave it to Ryder.
Thank you, Bree.
That was really sweet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they had a great time, really great time. So with that, if you like this video, click like, click and subscribe. That way you get a notification every time I post a new video. Bye everyone.